Pain. Few words carry as much weight and meaning. It can be physical or emotional. It may come in the form of loss, betrayal, failure, or illness. We all know it. Sooner or later, it knocks at the door. But as part of a divine process of growth and redemption, despite their different origins, there is deep shared wisdom between Stoic reason and Christian faith. While many see pain as an enemy to be avoided at all costs, the Stoic philosophers saw it as an opportunity, a test, a tool for transformation. Likewise, the Bible does not ignore pain. On the contrary, it places it at the center of the human experience, not as random punishment. In this text, we'll explore how the Stoics faced pain and what the scriptures reveal about suffering. For them, suffering is part of the human condition. 1. Pain as an inevitable part of life. Stoics like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius taught that pain is inevitable and that running from it is a mistake. Accepting it with dignity, however, is an act of wisdom. What harms you also shapes you. Epictetus, he promised his presence and victory in the midst of it. They believe that avoiding suffering at all costs makes us weak and slaves to fear. The Bible says something similar. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. John 16:33. Christ never promised a life without pain. 2. It's not the pain, but how you respond to it, what made the difference. The quality of the mind. They trained daily to be ready when pain came. The Stoics taught, it's not what happens that affects us, but how we think about what happens. Value it now. Seneca. And that response defines your peace, your strength, and your faith. Pain is real, but suffering is optional. Marcus Aurelius. For them, two people could face the same pain with completely different responses. Psalm 92:12. When we accept that pain may come, we learn to cherish what we have and prepare to endure when it does. The Bible invites us to renew our minds. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. It's as if it says, you don't choose what happens to you, but you do choose how you respond. 3. Training the soul before pain arrives. The Stoics were true athletes of the soul. They practiced negative visualization, imagining loss, illness, and death. Not out of pessimism, but to strengthen the spirit. Not an end, but a path. Remember, you are mortal. Everything you have can be taken. Epictetus. This exercise created both gratitude and preparation. That's when we discover whether our character is solid or fragile. The Bible echoes this. Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. The awareness of life's brevity is not a burden, but a source of wisdom. Malachi 3:2-3-4. Pain as a tool for growth, and you'll be happy. Epictetus. Seneca said that even what makes no sense today may become revelation tomorrow. Adversity awakens capabilities that would remain dormant in comfort. It exposes what still needs healing inside. Seneca wrote long letters to Lucilius, offering and receiving advice. Marcus Aurelius emphasized being just with others, even when everything falls apart. To him, pain is like fire, purifying gold. Without it, there is no real strength, no depth, no virtue. There is strength in sharing, healing in being heard, comfort in serving, even when hurting. The Bible teaches the same even more directly. We also glory in our sufferings, because suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5:2-3-4. Both Stoics and Christians see pain as a refining process, not something that destroys, but something that shapes. 5. Pain reveals the true self. In pain, the masks fall. Stoics believe that suffering reveals who we really are. There is no pretending in pain. Difficulty reveals the man. The Bible also shows that God tests hearts through suffering. Luke 22:42. He will purify the Levites and refine them like gold and silver. Pain is often how God cleanses us of arrogance, pride, and dependency. 6. Acceptance is not surrender. An important point. For the Stoics, accepting pain was not the same as giving into passivity. They believed in amor fati. It means, don't just endure what happens, but find meaning and beauty in it. Dante, wish things to happen as you want them to, wish them to happen as they do. The Bible also calls us to this kind of active acceptance, and that's where our power lies. 2 Coríntios 4:16. Not to deny it, nor glorify it, but to look it in the eyes, with courage and faith. Both know that pain is a furnace, and pure gold only appears after the fire. Your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Matthew 6:10, except in pain isn't giving up, it is trusting that there is a purpose beyond our understanding. 7. Pain and community. The value of support. Although Stoics valued self-sufficiency, they also recognized the power of friendship and community. The Bible goes even further. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6:2, in other words, pain can be faced alone, but doesn't have to be. 8. The example of the wise Stoics looked to great sages as role models. Epictetus, a slave who suffered abuse, once said, "My body can be hurt, but my soul is free." Marcus Aurelius, surrounded by wars, betrayals, and loss, wrote, "Even in the storm, it's possible to keep your mind calm, like a fortress within." In Christian faith, we have the greatest example, Jesus Christ. No one suffered like he did. Physical pain, betrayal, abandonment, humiliation, yet he forgave. He surrendered. He trusted the Father. "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." The Stoic seeks wisdom. The Christian seeks holiness, but both find in suffering an opportunity to rise. 9. Suffering as a path to transformation. Pain can harden us or purify us. It can pull us away from God or lead us back to Him. It can make us bitter or humble, grateful, and deeply human. Stoics aimed to be stronger than their circumstances. They trained the soul so nothing external could destroy them internally. The Bible says, "Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day." Pain is inevitable, but what we do with it, that's a choice. Conclusion. Between pain and response lives the soul. Both Stoicism and the Bible invite us not to be slaves to pain. The Stoic seeks virtue. The Christian, sanctification. So, if you're suffering today, remember, you are not alone. You can grow even in the middle of pain. You can find peace in the chaos. You can come out stronger than you were. You are the sentinel of your soul, and pain does not have the final word.